Majority of the individuals that have asked us to help them obtain a Djinn have wanted a Djinn to assist them in things like getting ahead in life, fame, power, money, and other similar areas. The question is, can Djinn really help us to get all we want? Ever since we have been kids, we have seen in cartoons Djinns granting wishes, fulfilling one's wildest desires, and pretty much giving their master anything so they can have a happy life. After we grow up, many things in our mind became a reality, such as there is no Santa Claus, no Easter Bunny, no Tooth Fairy, but one thing that never changed is the misinformation many tend to believe, which is a Djinn can give me all I want, like in Aladdin. Perhaps we need to grow up a bit more, or perhaps we just need to be more realistic. Unfortunately, there are some individuals who've taken this wild theory of Djinn granting their master wishes and have made it into a marketing scheme, thus leading many to see it on various metaphysical websites when browsing Djinns on the internet, which has then led many to believe in the numerous lies created about what Djinns and other spiritual entity can do for mankind. In cartoons, Hollywood movies, and even in some TV shows, Djinns can do many wild things, but unfortunately, in real life they too are limited in what they can do for humans. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did give them powers, but not power to change one's destiny. If Djinns can do all we see on TV, in movies, and throughout the internet, such as bringing one money, power, fame, luck, and big lotto winnings, then why are not the individuals selling these spiritual beings wealthy and have all the things they promise their haunted power Djinn ring can do for you? If they truly are so wealthy and powerful, would they really be spending their time selling Djinn rings or any other metaphysical items and not be vacationing around the world? In certain countries, finding a conjurer is not too difficult. They live in small villages and at times forests, and usually charge a fee for their service, such as spell making, healing, and even harming. Some of these spiritual practitioners work with powerful Djinns, so why have they not moved into a fancy home and have a fancy car, since they too have Djinns? So what's the purpose of Djinns then? I mean, if they cannot do all we want and get us all the great things we seek, then why should we even bother getting one, right? Well, before we move further, let me start off by saying you are right. You don't need a Djinn to get all those great things, because 95% of the time a Djinn can't get you half of what you think it can. Originally, Djinn's Djinn spirit were used for a few simple purposes. In the time of Prophet Suleiman, he himself had the ability and the power from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have Djinn do many of his biddings, which they did. Impossible and strange works were done by them for Prophet Suleiman. Prophet Suleiman had special powers and commanding abilities over Djinn, but far after him, no human could utilize Djinn for the same purposes, because no man would have control over them as Prophet Suleiman did. What have Djinns been used for? Djinns are often used to cast spells, break spells, cause harm, and assist in specific kind of healings, and some types of spiritual work. This is considered the basic use of Djinns. Now, depending how strong the conjurer's is and the amount of knowledge he/she has, they can also get a Djinn to do other tasks, but those other tasks require something additional than having a Djinn in their keep. They also need to have specific offerings that specific type of Djinns like so much that they will go out of their way to trade with you. One also must know what type of Djinn likes what offering. Due to the mere fact that Djinns are mystical creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that were created from smokeless fire, whom did many great things for Prophet Suleiman. Many stories were created, and Djinns were made to be a servant to mankind who are there to assist them and grant them wishes, which is absolutely false. Great success, wealth, fame, desire, gambling, luck, love, and great health are just some of the things you are promised if you buy some metaphysical seller's personal one-of-a-kind Djinn, really. Such a great and mighty Djinn who is a personal Djinn of yours is just being sold away for $55.99. It's great to dream, but don't waste your money on something, hoping it will make your dreams come true because you're being fed lies. I once knew of a seller who had 100% feedback and had hundreds of items sold, promised many of the same things listed above, and was broke beyond words, waiting for her monthly government checks every month just to get what she needed. So sad it is, since these great mighty wish-granting Djinns didn't make her rich and wealthy. So what can a Djinn do for me? Well, I'm going to go the deep end, and let's say someone has acquired a real authentic Djinn. What all can this Djinn do? Protection from dark spells, and in some cases from other Djinns. The ability to help communicate with a Djinn that may be causing one possession also helps with possession. Depending on the kind of Djinn, one can utilize it for harming others in many ways. Luck. Now this is the tricky part. Yes, a Djinn can help you with luck in some ways, but these ways are very minor. Depending on the type of Djinn, some can make your personal aura more appealing, which can make you more charming to others, resulting in you leaving a good impression, and leaving a good lasting impression can help one in many ways. In some cases, Djinn can assist with some psychic abilities, information on a person to a specific extent, certain kinds of knowledge, helping one decipher if another person is a victim of black magic, and various other spiritual ailments. These are some of the things a Djinn can do for you if one acquires a Djinn by doing rituals. Djinns that are bought and attached to vessels cannot fully assist in such areas regardless of how powerful they are said to be. Also, if wealth, fame, and fortune was one of the areas a Djinn can help with, then I myself would be a millionaire, which I certainly am not. Is there any way Djinn can help one with money, success, fortune, great luck, love, and things of similarity? Not to get too deep in the subject, but yes, there is. I will speak of a few ways this is done, but we'll keep it brief. The easiest way this is done is through a dark Djinn, evil one that is conjured through black magic. Shaitan, Sifli, and dark Ifrit are usually employed for such tasks. One makes a personal contract with a Djinn. Some call this selling your soul. The contract can consist of many different things, such as doing awful things to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's holy book, human sacrifice, praying to the Djinn or another so-called god, sacrifice of animals to another deity instead of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are a few different kinds of dealings that are said to be made with certain kinds of Djinns to get one that they desire to an extent. The other way, which is extremely difficult, many people have wasted years and years of their life by searching for such things, is by trying to get a hold of certain very specific legendary spiritual offerings. I will name a few and their exact use, inshallah. Legendary offerings. Al-Kiko, a legend to some have spent a whole lifetime looking for it. An incense with a smell so unique that it will stop one in their track and make them lose all train of thought. Some say it is from the Djinn world itself. Some say it is made from specific rare herbs from our physical world. It is used along with specific ritual and the calling of a specific powerful Djinn that the incense is traded with. The Djinn will then bring a large sum of money to you out of Tanzil. The money is usually taken from somewhere, from a bank, shop, etc. In other words, it is stolen. Not even Djinn can make a large sum of money appear out of thin air and make it stay. They too need to take it from somewhere. Red mercury, said to be used to double or triple an amount of money. One can hear countless stories of people falling into scam and losing large sums of money when on the hunt for red mercury. I still must see this theory proven without one getting ripped off by a fake conjurer. But according to another conjurer, if one knows what he is doing, surely it will work. Lubin Amudi / Lubin Zakar, not regular Loban, used for love, desire, and to call forth great Djinns, high-level Djinns who have great powers and can assist one in various things. Also has been said to be used to prepare Djinn, conjure a Djinn more quickly, and is said to bring a Djinn forward to you in a moment if one knows what he is doing. This incense / offering is not widely available, but in my opinion, much easier to get than the ones listed above, and is said to cost $5,000. $100,000 depending on the quantity. Many more exist, but there is no need to speak of them because one will have a better chance in winning the lotto than finding some of the rare offerings mentioned above. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best.